Mr. Hanky? Howdy Ho!
Hello everybody, I hope you're all doing well. In this video we are going to be crocheting a Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh from South Park. Very fun, it'll be an easy pattern. I'm just kind of winging it today. I have some brown yarn, red and white yarn for his hat. I have some black felt for his mouth, and I'll probably paint on a little red dot for his tongue because I don't have red felt and I don't want to run to the store for a sheet of red felt. I have pipe cleaners. These will be for his arms. Tacky glue to glue on his mouth. And I got these safety eyes from Amazon. I got these specifically for this set of eyes because I think they are perfect for Mr. Hanky. I'm going to use a 5.5 millimeter hook. These are all a weight 4 yarn. I know this one is Pound of Love from Lion Brand. This feels like a red heart. Actually, both of these feel like a red heart Super Saver yarn. They have a distinct feel to them to me. Apologize in advance because I know dark yarn is hard to see, but I promise you this is a very simple pattern. We're just going to be doing single crochets, nothing too crazy. So starting with the brown yarn, we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch into the first chain to make your magic ring. Into the magic ring, do 6 single crochets. 1, 2, I would place your stitch marker. Sorry I didn't show that in the what you will need, but also everything will be linked below. Some people don't like using stitch markers and living on the edge, but I am not good at that. So we're not going to be joining the rounds, so do not slip stitch into this first stitch. I was going to go get my nails done all Christmas themed this morning, but I decided I didn't want to leave my house. Going into round 2, we're just going to do 2 single crochets in each stitch around. So 1, 2, 4, round 3. We are going to do 18, so we'll do 2 single crochets in the first stitch. 1, 2, and 1 single crochet in the next stitch. 3, 2 single crochets in the next stitch. 4, 5, and repeat this around. I was originally going to increase to 20 single crochets, but I decided that would be too big for the safety eyes that I have. So I'm just going to continue with the 18 single crochets. For the next row, we'll just do 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So 18 single crochets. So continue doing 18 single crochets around until you get the length of the head that you want for him, because then we'll work on a decrease for the first indent in his poo body. And we'll be placing the safety eyes and starting to stuff a little bit. So I will be back with how many rows I personally did, and we will go from there. So I found a good stopping point for his head. I did 6 more rounds of 18, so 7 rounds of 18 total. And I'm gonna place his eyes now. I actually might like these better, because putting these on, I don't know if I like those. Which is a bummer, since those are the ones I bought for it, but with how his face is, let me just check this out. This is kind of how it goes when you just think of a pattern the night before and try to wing it the next day. So I feel like anytime I do a pattern and then try to like write out what I do, it never looks the same when I go to do it. I think those might work better, because then I'll just paint over this pupil with a Mr. Hanky pupil, even though it's kind of glossy and the paint might flake off. I think that looks better than the other ones. Yeah, and then I'll put his little mouth on also. I don't know, maybe I'll go up one more. Let's try this again. Okay, so I went up 6 rows and then put them, I put them 3 stitches apart, but they're pretty wide, so I think that will look good. And then his little mouth can go right here. So, and I'll paint the pupils on so they're a little bit more Mr. Hanky-ish, and maybe give him a little rosy cheek. It's gonna look weird at first, but I have a vision. So let's pop these bad boys on. We have the eyes on. They're gonna go kind of backwards, so we're gonna just do 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and then decrease in the next stitch, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and decrease in the next stitch, and just repeat this around. It looks so weird with those eyes. Now we've shrunk his head a little bit, we're gonna do another decrease. We'll just do a decrease around, so we'll do 1, 2. So now we'll need some polyfill. We're going to stuff the head a little bit. Now we have his little poop head starting. So once you've decreased, we're going to fasten off here. I was gonna do a continuous body, but I think it would look better if I just do sections and connect them. I'm just gonna fasten off and not sew this up for now, just to kind of see how it's gonna sit. But we'll set the head to the side. Do the same thing to make the second part of his body, because he's going to be in 3 sections. So go ahead and repeat this again to make the second section of his body. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. So after you get to your first row of 18, if you want to do an increase like I'm going to do, you'll just do 2 single crochets in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the next 8 stitches, 2 single crochets in the next stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the remaining 8 stitches. So you should have 20 single crochets around. We'll do that the same amount of times, so there'll be 7 rows of 20. And then I will be back to get the remainder of the body done. Have the second part of the body done. I am going to do a row of decreasing. So I'm gonna do 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, a decrease in the next stitch, 2 single crochets in the next 2 stitches, and decrease in the next stitch, then continue this around. We're going to decrease again. This time we'll do 1 single crochet and then 1 decrease. Repeat this around. Then we'll stick it on like that. I'll keep doing this one continuously. I am going to start stuffing, but also I'm going to use a pipe cleaner for his arms. And I want to kind of see where his arm should go. He usually has them up in like a V, but oh, I'm just going to try and poke straight across. I'm just going to say that's good enough. I don't want to deal with feeding this pipe cleaner through again. So, we'll go back to stuffing it. I do want the stuffing to be a little bit on the firmer side. Gross. I don't know what was on my sleeve. Sorry, I think it's butter. I'm just saying it's butter. I am in the process right now of also meal prepping, so I was making some broccoli, so I put butter on it. Just so you know why I would have butter on my sleeve. Might have been lotion too. My hands are super dry, so they're pretty gross themselves. Just a gross person. Let's finish making his body. So it's gonna get a little kind of long and thin. So we're just gonna do 1 single crochet around first. 1, 2. Increase around again. So we'll do 2 single crochets in the first stitch. And we'll do 1 single crochet in the next stitch. 2 single crochets in the next stitch. And repeat this around. So now we've got 20 single crochets again. Let's repeat this around, maybe for 3 rows. I think that would be good. So we'll do 20 single crochet evenly around for 3 rows. So I had to let my camera charge for a bit. So I went ahead and started making the Mr. Hanky face. I used the Posca markers to do like the eyes, and then I used the red to do the tongue on his little mouth area. But let's finish this up here. So I have done 3 rows of 20. So now we're gonna decrease. So we'll decrease the next 2 stitches together. 1 single crochet in the next 8 stitches. 2. And decrease again in the next for the next 2 stitches. So decrease and single crochet in the remaining stitches. One more decrease to get it to 8. And we'll do 3 more rows of single crochet around. 1, 2. Once you have 3 more rows done of 18, we're going to decrease again. So this time we're gonna do a decrease in these first 2 stitches, and then 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, decrease in the next stitches, and 2 single crochets, next 2 stitches, and repeat this around. I'm gonna stuff a little more here. In the next, let's see, in the next 2 rows, just single crochet in each stitch evenly around. 1, after 2 rows of single crochet around, we're gonna decrease, and we'll decrease around. So you should end up with 6 decreases. 1, let's do 2 rows of 6 around. 6 single crochets, that is. So 1, 2. And if you don't feel like your count is matching up, it doesn't really matter. He is literally a piece of poop at the end of the day. So don't stress too much about it if you are feeling like he's kind of wonky. I kind of stuffed a little bit extra in some areas to make him more lumpy, but yeah. So let's finish stuffing him. So now we have his body done. I'm gonna fasten the end off here. Wow, what a good poop physique. Do the white on the eyes a little bit more. I know it's hard to see because of the lighting in here, but this is his mouth. I did a little bit of the red spot on there for his tongue. Might do it again. Maybe I'll do it with some white first. Try and make it show up better. Now we're gonna make his gloves. So get your white yarn. You could also make these with felt, but I don't have any white felt. I thought I had white pom-poms, but unfortunately not, because that would have been easier and nice. However, for the gloves, chain 3 and slip stitch to the first chain. Oh, also I switched to a 4mm hook, unfortunately, because I don't like this hook, but it was the closest one to me. So into the magic ring we'll do 6 single crochets like we did with the body. So 1, can put a stitch marker if you would like, because we're not joining the rounds again here either. For rows 2 through 5, we'll just do the single crochet in each stitch around, so it'll just be 6 single crochets for rows 2 through 5. 1, 2. After row 5, just go ahead and slip stitch into the next stitch and fasten this off and make 2. So 2 gloves for his 2 hands. Duh. So we are creeping into the evening, so the lighting has definitely changed, but we are wrapping things up. Hopefully the little hat explanation worked out for you guys. Once you do the back third loop round, you're just going to want to flip up the edge, so it'll create this little brim. So you'll just push that up. So like say this is down still, you'll just push the brim up, and then I'm not even really paying attention to where it's going. I'm just pulling that up because it's just going to go underneath. So for me it doesn't really matter, but It's up to you if you want to make it look nice and neat, but yeah, so that's what I was doing with the brim. I still need to make the little pom-pom, and since my camera had died in the meantime, I just sewed his head onto his body, and it got his eyes all situated, I think. So then we'll pop this hat on there. So yeah, it's coming along. We're almost done. Let's see. Yeah, I think the pom-pom's the only thing I have left to crochet. I wish I had a white pom-pom. I have cotton balls, but I don't think I would like how that looks. So let's chain 3 and make a magic ring. Yet again, a lot of those in this tutorial. And then we'll just do a 6 again, because that's been my theme for today. So 6 single crochets into the magic ring. Single crochet in each stitch around. 1, 2, and let's increase. So we'll do 2 single crochets in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and repeat that around. Well, 1 single crochet evenly around. I think that'll look good. Let's go single crochet 1 time around, 1 more time. So 12 single crochets. We'll fasten this off. Oh, where are my scissors? So now I am done with the crochet part. Woo! That'll rest just right on the top of the hat. I'm gonna use my tacky glue. Normally I like to use hot glue, but I'm not trying to set all that up and make a mess. I'm already making a mess, but you know, I'd just rather use this today. So we'll set him to the side. I'm honestly just gonna put a bunch in here and stick it on. So we'll set that over to dry, his little hat. So I'm going to just go through the hole at the bottom and push the pipe cleaner in through there. I'm just gonna push the glue nozzle in here. And pinch it. Looking cute. Now I'm going to put his mouth on. Just gonna glue the inside. Actually going to place a tapestry needle through here. While it's drying. Yeah, I think he turned out pretty good. We'll wait for him to dry up, and I might tweak his mouth a little bit. I think I might put some blush on his cheeks. That would be cute. But the Christmas poo is looking good.